Toy Story 4 might be Pixar's last sequel for years.
Thank Christ.
Right? Beginning with the original Toy Story, and according to Cinema Blend, Pixar has created many of the most popular animated films of the last 25 years. Considering the studio's third film was Toy Story 2, it was clear from the beginning that Pixar was more willing to build franchises out of their successful properties. But in recent years, the number of sequels has increased significantly. However, it seems that may all be about to change. Over the last 4 years, Pixar has released 5 movies, and 4 of them have been sequels. Beginning with 2016's Finding Dory, we've seen Cars 3, Incredibles 2, and Toy Story 4, which is set to open next month. Only Lee Unkrich's Day of the Dead-inspired Coco broke up the parade of sequels. Great movie. We know the next movie coming out following Toy Story 4 is an original project, the suburban fantasy movie Onward. But after that, it's all a mystery. However, Toy Story 4 producer Mark Nielsen recently told The Hollywood Reporter that going forward, everything on the way is an original concept. And the quote is, "It's all original films after this one right now." When it comes to Pixar, it seemed for a while that everything they touched turned to gold. They had a string of original, touching, emotive films, starting with Toy Story, and they had Monsters, Inc., they had Ratatouille, Up, WALL-E. These are wildly original films, and it almost seemed a shame that they were getting bogged down by so many sequels. Toy Story, they were kind of forced into it, because if they hadn't done it, Disney would have done some direct-to-video sequel. At first, they didn't seem as inclined to go the sequel route until Disney bought them. What are your thoughts about this? Are you kind of happy to see more of a turn towards originality?
I am, just as a general rule, but I got to tell you, in a lot of cases, I give Pixar a pass. For one, how many years passed before we got Finding Dory? Like 10? I mean,
it was a significant amount of time. Same with Incredibles too, which was like what, 14 years.
14 years, but then like it goes zip zip. Here we are. I mean, like shit. But like I haven't had the opportunity to watch the whole movie yet. But like when I see that part of it, my neck kind of snaps as I try to turn back my head to go, wait, is that the same thing? So I don't know. But I'll say this, and it's not that I have a problem with the movie. Enough with the goddamn Toy Story. Seriously.
It ended on a great note, and I was perfectly happy with them releasing Toy Story shorts and having like a couple of TV specials every once in a while to keep the brand alive. The Buzz Lightyear short that they put out where he gets strapped in a burger joint and they had like an AA kind of council for discarded toys was absolutely brilliant. But I don't want to make this a Toy Story 4 thing, but everything that I'm seeing isn't exactly making me excited. But then again, Pixar has never been well known for having the best trailers out there either. But
like Finding Nemo in and of itself never got me excited. Toy Story never got me excited until I saw any of these bleeding things.
I'll take Toy Story and put it aside for the moment because I think it's the exception. But I haven't seen a Pixar sequel that has matched the original. Some came close, but I haven't seen one that matches the original. In some cases, they fall quite short of the original.
Man, I don't know. When it comes to Dory and Nemo, that's damn close. And I say that because they're such different movies, really. Okay, the same characters are there, but like, the magic of the first one's always gone. But that's because some of the intention they inject in Toy Story is genuinely awkward. Monsters University wasn't going to be as good as Monsters Inc. There was no way in hell. For one, the movie focused a lot more on Mike Wazowski. Not that that's a problem, but the story was Sully and Boo was the driving force. Incredibles 2, I haven't seen all of yet, but man, I loved what they were doing with it and the concept, and I'm not prepared. Granted, they go back to the damn, hero versus well again, which isn't necessarily that movie's fault, but they did it way better than DC, if you catch my damn meaning.
Incredibles 2 was the only sequel I was looking forward to because as a superhero genre, it had the most possibility to offer a different type of story, especially now that the family is together. Let's see Disney's version of the Fantastic Four that's done well for a change.
Well, I like what you did there. A, B, it's the closest thing to a James Bond movie that Disney's going to do in animation.
In fact, the trailers used music cues from Her Majesty's Secret Service, which I enjoy tremendously. I was a little disappointed with Incredibles 2. I don't think it was a terrible film or anything like that, but it was just a character switch from the first one. It pretty much kind of told a very, very similar story, and I had... with so much possibilities, I was kind of disappointed to see them pretty much retell the same story from the first film.
Right, which is, I mean, so here's what basically happens. They either retell the same story or focus on a side character, right? And is Wreck-It Ralph Pixar? Is Cars Pixar? Guess what? They both do the same thing.
Cars is Pixar, but yeah, they went to Mater. Yeah. Larry the Cable, I mean, even Toy Story 2 focused more on Buzz Lightyear.
Right, exactly. But he's not technically a side character either, but they do focus more on Buzz there. Absolutely. I agree with you there. Obviously, hell, it opens at Pizza Planet. Let's just call that what it is too. Yeah, but
video game. It opens with the video game.
Right, thank you. I mean, you mentioned Mater in Cars 2, which, listen, I love Michael Caine as a secret agent car, but no.
The Aston Martin, that was a nice touch. I mean, they were... How can I hate a Pixar film that is trying to be a James Bond film with cars?
Which side?
And they put Larry the Cable Guy as the star. What the hell are they thinking?
Which I love the part where they all not. Of course, the Aston Martin was great, no question. But I love the part where Bruce Campbell was a Charger as the American spy. I'm just saying.
You had Bruce Campbell make his car the star. Make it like, come on, imagine like halfway through the film, it loses a tire and they replace it with a chainsaw.
Groovy.
Jesus Christ, that got dark. Anyway.